Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn about how to create a custom action in ServiceNow. Usually custom actions we will be creating in Flow Designer. So let's learn in this video how to create a custom action in Flow Designer. So the use case is when the incident record is created, we should generate one event using Flow Designer and that too using custom actions. So first let me navigate to the Flow Designer. Click on all and type as Actually, in Flow Designer, guys, ServiceNow has not provided any out of the box action to generate events or to create any events. So, first, let's create a flow because to run the action, we need to create a flow, right? So, first, let's create a flow. After that, we will create one custom action to generate event. So, it is taking some time. First, let's create one flow. Click on flow, create new flow. So, here the flow name is custom action demo. Click on submit. So, here we have a trigger condition. So here in the trigger condition, we have to select created, updated or created, updated. But according to our use case, this flow should be triggered only when the incident record is created. So now let's click on created and which table, incident table, right? So let's type as incident, click on done. So here we have action section, right? So click on this add action. So here we have three tabs like action, flow logic and subflow. Now we are going to talk about this action section. If you see here guys, these are the few actions which has been provided by ServiceNow. These are the out of box actions like ask for approval, create record, create task. So if you want to send any emails means we have that action as well here. See send email, or if you want to send any notification means type as notification. See send notification. But here we don't have any action to generate or to create any events. So here we are going to create that custom action to generate the event. So now let's create one action. Click on new and click on action. Click on action, test custom action, something like that. And the application scope is and the application is global, accessible from all application scope. So let it be. I'm not going to touch any of these options here. So you here you can mention why you have created this action and for what purpose, something like that. So as of now, I am not going to touch anything here. So let's click on submit. So this is a place guys where we can create our custom actions. So before we begin to create the custom action, I have to tell you something. So usually by using email notifications, mostly in when to send section, we have options like when that notification actually should trigger, right? Whether whenever a record is created, updated, or event is filed. You can do that, right? Using email notification. So we can do this similar thing using Flow Designer as well by creating one action to create events so that that can be reused whenever you want to process something using event. We can use that, right? So let me create inputs here. Click on create input. So before we create inputs, I have to show you the one API called gs.eventqueue. So first let me open one business rule. So first let me open one business rule. Just click on new. So check this advanced checkbox. So click on this advanced and just type here gs.eventqueue. See here, this is the gs.eventqueue API. So here we have to provide the name of the event queue that should be in the string format, glide record object, param1 and param2 that also should be in string format and queue in the string format. Okay. So now we are going to provide these inputs in our custom action in Flow Designer. I have already explained about how to create email notification using events in my previous videos. If you guys haven't watched that, please go and watch. It will be available in my playlist called email notifications. Okay, so that you will be understand more about gs.eventqueue. So right now we are creating inputs, right? So as I said, we need event name, right? So our first input is event name. Just click on this. This should be in string format and click on this create input. And the second one is glide record. That also should be string format. After that, parameter 1 and parameter 2. Let's copy this. And the final one is queue name. And I am making these two inputs as mandatory. So event name, glide record, param1, param2 and queue name. So let's save this. So we are done with inputs. Okay. Now we need script, right? So click on this plus icon. And we have to write a script here and search as script. Click on that. So here we have to provide the input variables and map them with the inputs. So let's create input variables here. The first one is name. Record, param1, param2, and the final one is queue. So these are the input variables and now we are mapping them with the inputs, okay, which we have created. So click on this, click on inputs and the input is event name, okay, which we have created earlier. Inputs and the record is nothing but glide record. Parameter is parameter 1, parameter 2 and finally the queue name. We have successfully mapped our input to these input variables, okay. Now let's scroll down and go to the script part. So here we have to write our script part. Let's clear this. gs.eventQueue and inputs dot name, okay, comma, and the second one is record. Inputs dot and the third input variable is parameter 1. Inputs dot queue. Let's end with semicolon. Now we are done with our script as well. So here we have created input variables and we map them with inputs, okay. So here using this script we have provided inputs here. So here we just want to generate an event, right? So we no need to provide any outputs here. So let's click on publish. We have to remember one important thing guys here. While creating any actions, you have to publish that action. Otherwise it won't be visible in the actions, okay. So let's click on this publish. So we are done with custom action. Now we have to call this custom action in the flow. So this is the flow, right, which we have created. So this is whenever the incident is created, we have to call that action, okay. So click on that action. So type your action name. So here click on this global and you can find your action here, test action name, okay. So here these are the inputs, right, which we have created in the custom action. So we have to provide the values here. So event name should be like demo.generate.event and this is the glide record. Incident record is the glide record. And param 1 we will provide assignment group name. Okay, param 1 should be the assignment group name, whatever it may be, like database, application development group, something like that. And parameter 2 should be, so we will take state, okay, state of that particular incident. And queue name, let it be. Okay, let's click on done. Let's save this and activate our flow. Copy this event name, go to event registry, and we have to create this event, right? Click on new, and the event name is demo.generate, okay? In for which table? Incident. And fired by is flow designer. So usually here we will mention like business rule, something like that. So here for today we are generating this event through flow designer, right? So that's why I mentioned here as flow designer. Let's save this event registry. So let's open the incident record as well. So as per our use case, whenever we created any incident record, it should generate one event, right? So let's create incident. So let's take the caller as able tutor, and the assignment group should be database, and the state is in progress. Now let's create this incident record. Click on save. And in the flow designer, I have already explained you guys how to check the executions in flow designer. So please go and watch my previous videos related to flow designer if you guys haven't watched that. So you can find there how to check the execution. So now let's click on three dots and click on executions. See here, see here the custom action demo. This is a flower. This is our flow name, right? It has the state is completed. Okay. So here actually we can check the logs also in the flow designer, guys. So here in the flow designer we can check logs, guys. Okay. So how to check logs and everything we will be learning in upcoming sessions. Okay. So the state is now completed. So now how to check whether the event is processed or not, guys? We know, right? So just click on all and type as logs or type as event. Scroll down and you can find here event log under events. Okay, click on that. See here, just 2 minutes ago, our event got processed here. Demo.generate.event, right? That is the event name, right? Which we have created. It got generated. For which table? Incident table. And this is the instant ID. Okay, processed on date and time. And this is a parameter 1. Okay, and this is a parameter 2. Right. So here this event has been generated through Flow Designer, guys. Okay. So using custom actions, we no need to code that again and again. You just need to create one custom action and you can reuse that multiple times. Okay. You can create any actions, guys. Okay. Based on your business requirement, not only this action, you can create any actions based on your business requirement. Okay. So Flow Designer has provided you that facility to create a custom actions based on your requirement. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope this video will help you to understand about how to create a custom action in Flow Designer, guys. Okay, if you guys like this video, then please don't forget to like, share, and my channel. Thanks for watching.